I can't tell if I'm like a zombie right now or I'm so alert because here's the deal. The wife, and it's about time I start complaining about my wife.
It's about time.
Oh, man. My damn wife. The old
battle axe.
Oh, the old ball and chain. Balls and chain. Good name for a male strip club.
Yeah.
Anyway,
a kinky one.
Yeah, if anyone here wants to start a nice little gentleman's club for gentlemen, call it Balls and Chain.
Yes, but you do owe us $100.
Yeah. Or a lap dance.
For every day that you're open.
We'll take a lap dance from a lady or man. I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, so the wife woke up with a stiff neck.
Uh-oh.
And she got the old-fashioned way. Sleeping wrong.
Yes, of course.
I do have that effect on women. I make them
put them to sleep.
Yeah, put them to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. It sounds kind of Cosby-like, but anyway,
he lulls them to sleep.
Lulls with my
conversation
and stories and anecdotes and premises and very lightly hitting punchlines.
Retellings of things we discussed on a podcast.
Yes, you should have seen. Brent was laughing. I was laughing. You had to be there.
We were having so much fun.
Oh yeah, you should watch. Someone should watch.
Someone should watch.
No one really watches, but so my wife got a neck brace.
No way.
And dude, when you see the moment you see someone walking around with a neck brace on, your first thought is like, oh, I hope you win the lawsuit. I really hope you win the lawsuit. I've never looked at like that's something about living in America. You see a neck brace, you're like, oh man, they're gonna get paid.
Yeah, this is insurance fraud. Someone's doing insurance fraud, and I support it.
Yes. If you see a neck brace, you assume two things. Number one, that person's going to sue someone. And right behind that person is just like a slimy little lawyer. Like, ooh, you slipped at a Walmart, didn't you? That's deep pockets.
Yeah, you heard about Tracy Jordan.
Sorry, Mr. Wall. Is it Wall? Are they
the
the Wall?
Walton family.
The Walton family. Anyway. Yeah. So she had a neck brace on, which is so like... Oh, it's like seeing a dog in a cast. You're like, oh, a pretty woman with a neck brace.
And you are, frankly, the worst person to be around.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine the kind of
first of all, I'm talking
saying.
about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Second of all...
Didn't ask her if she was okay once. Just ran into here to talk about it with
and
me.
second of all, I looked at my wife and was like, oh, man, I guess we're not banging tonight. You got your neck brace on.
Shout out to her mom who listens.
No, she doesn't. Does she? I don't know.
She said she did. She probably stopped by now. Hey, if you're still here,
I'm convinced no one
you.
actually listens who says they listen to a podcast.
I mean, I can think of at least two people who've sent me messages explicitly about things we talked about. So,
Jeff? Our buddy
Jeff?
Jeff?
My friend Brent, my friend Josh.
You have a friend named Brent? You're Brent.
I know, it's crazy, right? And then Enrique in Mexico City. Shout out to Enrique.
Hey, Enrique.
He gave me a hot tip on hot sauces.
Make your way out to America legally.
Come to Eddie will call ice on you.
You better find you better go through a port of entry. All right. I don't want to see you making any cartel deals, smuggling yourself in a wheel well.
Yeah, Eddie pulled the ladder up after him. Don't try.
I will cut that rope immediately. Is he Mexican?
He says he lives in Mexico City.
Oh,
I assume. But
was it like a COVID thing where it's like, hey, I'm working from home. I can work from home anywhere?
Could be. I don't know.
That was like a big thing.
So he's been holding out for 5 years now.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. Anyway, so neck brace, walking around. So the wife was like, hey, it's the mattress. Let's switch the mattress out. Now, it's a memory foam mattress. A lot of great memories in there. Some of them with me.
Trapped in the foam.
Trapped in the foam. Ladies, if you're a single woman with a memory foam mattress, the memories of past loves are just lurking inside that foam.
Oh, yeah. You push on it hard enough, you'll remember that time you didn't climax.
Oh, yeah. Like, ladies, if you're single with a memory foam mattress, just push on it real lightly. It'll be like a seashell. It'll be like, it go like this, and all you hear is like, you're clean, right?
You're clean, right?
Just push on it. Shh. Shh.
I'm allergic to latex.
Just push on it lightly. You think your roommate hears us? I'm allergic to latex. You're clean, right? Anyway, so we took the guest room mattress, put a topper on it, and was like, okay. I sleep in a hotel. You sleep in hotels. We're both like, we're comics. But something about your brain just switches. Like, I know I'm not home. I'm willing to put up with whatever mattress is there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, I've had 3 days bad sleep. The mattress is not good.
Oh no,
it's okay.
I think it's time for. I think this is when Eddie and his wife get separate bedrooms.
Oh, I thought we were gonna like personally ask Helix for a free mattress.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah, we would love. Hey, Helix, Casper.
Always been a fan.
We love your work.
Promo code pork. Helix, come on. Promo code pork.
Promo code Cash Patel, come on the pod.
Imagine Helix did give us like a free mattress and a promo code pork, and it actually did work. Imagine being in that ingest team that's looking at all the sales, be like, man, did we team up with some sort of butcher shop? Why are so many people who are
a butcher podcast?
Yeah, it's just something. Some kind of farmer podcast who deals with slaughterhouses. Why are we getting promo code porks here? Like, no, worse. It's just two guys just talking in a garage. But anyway, so the mattress is not great. I woke up with a sore shoulder. She's like, I felt great. I'm like, ugh. Look, I don't want to be a snob. I went from memory foam to spring because it's a guest room mattress. It's just like a cheap IKEA one, but it's firmer. And dude, I thought I was a firm mattress guy.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Oh, I am.
You like
I like it firm.
Really? Like a board.
Like a cot, like a military cot.
You know what? You are meant to be in the trenches. Yeah. You are the perfect American male. You don't ask many questions, and as long as I'm fed, you give me a way to go.
I am gristle for the mill.
You're very brainwashable.
I am. I was so thankful I wasn't the right age to be at D-Day. I would have been the first guy off the boat.
Oh my God! You know what? Being an all-American brainwashable man like yourself, I mean, if they caught you at the right time at the right mall, walking by, being like, "Hey, son, do you like chicken wings?" I do. Do you like big boobs? Yeah. Don't you want to keep those safe in America?
Of course I do, sir.
Then you should. Here's a gun. Let's go.
A gun? Why didn't you start with guns?
We got to keep these things sacred here in America. Big boobs and wings, and you got to fight for that, son. And I will, sir.
Yeah. Give me the gun. Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
Oh, and you would have been right there in Iraq looking for weapons of mass destruction.
I would have found them. I would have found them. Hey, if I had been in Iraq, I would have found those weapons of mass destruction.
I think so. Anyway, so it's been 3 days of bad sleep. I'm just like, man, I'm not doing too well.
Yeah.
So I'm not a nap guy. By the way, here I got a story for you.
I am.
Okay. So funny you should say this about firm mattresses. Okay. Culturally, there's some cultures in the world that like only like firm stuff. I guess it's maybe kind of like a thing where it's like, oh, it's good for your back, whatever. So when I was a kid, this is me, my friend Oliver. Shout
out to Oliver.
Shout out to Oliver, who, by the way, when we were kids, it was like the 6th grade or 5th grade, the teacher was reading out like giving back tests, and she went, "Who's Revolo?" And then Oliver put his hand up and then grabbed his test. Like, oh, Revolo is Oliver backwards. He was dyslexic. We didn't know what that was.
He wrote it backwards?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's Revolo? And then from that point on, we'll be like, hey, Reeve.
Yeah, he was Revolo forever.
Hey, Reeve. You know,
shout out to Revolo.
Reeve. It was honestly, out of all the words we could have told him, all the words we could have said to him, sorry with an R, that was the nicest one.
Yeah, you're nicer than Elon Musk.
You're a bit of a Revolo. Shout out to Revolo. And Benham, my buddy Benham, who's Ben, we were kids and went to Ben's apartment. Now, Ben's parents were Persian. They're from, I think they're from Iraq originally, but they're Persian, right? So we're in his house playing Nintendo, or Sega, sorry, playing Street Fighter. Classic. Sonic the Hedgehog, Street Fighter, having a good time. Parents are gone. We're having Doritos or chips. So now we're like horseplay. We're running around his house. We're kids. We go into his parents' bedroom.
I don't like where this is going.
All right. Revolo, Oliver, decides to jump on the bed. He's like, whoa, look how big this bed is. Jumps on the bed. And then all he hears, nah. And we're like, what? Dude, I like out of a movie. I grab the sheets. I pull them open. Just a plank of wood.
No way.
And we're like, there's no mattress here. It's just wood.
They just slept on wood?
And then Ben, who like knew this, he was like, it's good for their back.
What? They were just sleeping on a plywood?
And we're like, why do your parents sleep on wood? And he's like, I don't know. It's just so good for their back. I don't know.
Did Ben sleep on a mattress?
You know what? We never asked. We were just
Not very inquisitive kids.
I know. Yeah,
Hey, Benham, if you're listening to the podcast, do you currently sleep on a mattress? Were you sleeping on a mattress as a kid? Because in this world where these parents are sleeping on a piece of wood, I can't imagine they're springing for a mattress for the kid.
But think what they're doing is like, I think it was maybe his dad had like a slip disc and they're sleeping on
Maybe.
but they both do?
Yeah. That's
And here's
unheard
the thing.
of.
It was so bizarre because the sheets were, the comforter was on the pillow. You'd think it was a mattress. Of course. Why? Why
Yeah.
wouldn't Oliver jump on the bed?
Yeah.
Jumped on the bed, dude, bloody murder. Until we pulled over the sheets. It's just fucking 3/4 inch plywood.
damn.
They get the Home Depot.
Damn, that guy's hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard man.
But you know what? I will say this. You can have, that kid, Ben, has some security knowing that there's no way his parents are banging. There's no way. You're not banging on wood. Come on.
You don't think I could find a
No.
way? Eddie, you don't think I could
Show me
find
those
a way?
knees.
And also,
I want to see how scraped those knees are.
they would get straightened up. But also, are you saying that, I mean, I guess as a kid, you don't want to think about, and as an adult, I also don't want to think about my parents having sex, but I still, on some level, I hope they were.
No, I don't.
Come on. They deserve it.
I have 3 brothers, and I think my parents only banged twice. I'm hoping one of them was just kind of like
efficient.
yeah, get it. I've never heard of my parents. Shout out to Tony Del Siepe.
Shout out to Tony.
He's a roofer. He's working on that right now. No, I'm joking. He's dead. He's very dead. But my father's dead. I've only heard my parents fooling around once. I swear to God, I was literally laying in bed, just staring at the ceiling. All I heard was, "Tony, stop! No." He's like, "Come on."
Oh, God.
And she's like, "Tony, no." He's like, "Ugh." And that's it. And they fell asleep.
Oh,
that's
horrifying to hear.
I know, right?
That's
They were-
almost worse than hearing them have sex.
I know. It's like my dad's just like, "Come on." He's like, "No."
Man.
Okay. Those they didn't try. Anyway, so I've been kind of in zombie land. And then today I took a 2-hour nap, which is not good.
Ooh, I love a nap.
Not like 2 hours, though.
I mean, I love a nap.
2 hours?
2 hours. That's one REM cycle, baby.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's
How did you feel when you woke up?
not good.
Oh, I love a nap.
But 30 minutes, I get it. So here's the thing. So 2-hour nap, went to bed at like, I don't know, 1:45 p.m. Woke up at 3:45, like, whoa, made a coffee. Nothing worked. So then, you know what? I decided to pull a card out of the pull a page out of the bros, the podcast bro book.
Did you take a cold plunge?
Took a cold shower.
Cold shower. Okay.
I was like, you know what? Oh, hell yeah, it needs me. There's 82, used to be 83, subscribers.
Are we back down to 82? Did we lose this?
I think someone was like, yeah, I don't really. Subscribers that need me. I have a show tonight. People who are not there to see me, but
they are depending on
they're
you.
depending on me. But there are other comics hanging out that could easily replace me. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is I needed to bring it today.
Yeah.
I needed to be awake. So you know what I did? I was like, do I just go full cold shower or do I just ease into it like I'm just like go like warm to cold? So then I did warm, and just like get all soaped up, whatever, shampooed, right to cold, and I was just under the cold water. And dude, I was like, I'm doing it, full cold shower, and I just let it hit me, and man, I'm awake.
Really? It worked.
And you know what? I get it now.
Really?
I get it.
Are you a convert? Are you going to build
I get the cold
plunge?
shower.
Are you going to build a plunge?
I
out here on
want
the deck?
athletic greens in my body right now.
You need alpha brain.
I need alpha brain right now.
We should have our own supplement.
Yes.
Pork brain.
Pork rind brain.
Pork brain.
You know what? I get it. I get it now. Give me a karate gi. Let's roll.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna roll.
Let's roll.
I'm not buying it.
Me?
I believe you're feeling good.
I'm awake.
I believe
I'm
you're
alive.
feeling good. You're feeling awake.
I'm alive.
Of course. I think being cold wakes you up, but I think the people who cold plunge, you'll never catch me. I'll never do it.
You'll never catch. No. A cold shower. Why not? Come on in a pinch.
I do it when it's really hot outside, but that's it.
Oh,
I did not. I live in a time where I can get hot water instantly. Hot water feels good.
Right.
Cold water, not so much.
I agree.
Why would I do this to myself?
Listen. I'm on board with you. that we live in a time when what's a privilege to have hot water. Not
Yes.
a lot of people have hot water, including my mom who grew up in Peru, the Alps of Peru, an Incan lady with no shoes.
And every time you take a cold shower, you're spitting in her eye.
Yes. Like a llama that she grew up with that would spit in her face, probably. I don't know. I don't really talk to my mom that much. But the point I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't say I'm a convert, but I kind of get it because I was like, whoa, I had to do something.
Yeah, because it's your brain saying, get out of the cold water.
Yes.
It's cold. You don't want this.
It's in a state of shock.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. Share this. Leave a comment. And also follow us on social media. All the links to that are in the description of this episode. Also, April 10th, Seattle, Washington. Me and Brent are going to be there. We're going to be at the Hereafter at the Crocodile. The tickets to that are in the description of this episode. If you're in Seattle, come check us out. Also, May 29th, Dallas Comedy Club. We're going to be there as well. Come check us out in Dallas. Get some tickets at eddiedelsepi.com or hit the links in the description of this episode. Okay, back to the show. But to do it willfully every day, like I start every day with a cold shower because every day should be hard. It's the hardest thing you'll do all day. After that, life is easy. Like, I guess. Or I could just like have a coffee.
Yeah, I got to
take
have
a
coffee.
shit.
Or go for a run.
Yeah, a run's nice.
Have a Zen.
Zen. Take a shit, have a Zen, then have a coffee, go for a run.
That's a winning
Just
combo,
fucking,
my
friend. just jerk off. I don't know. Have some fun.
That makes me sleepy.
Oh yeah, I guess it could. It would. I guess you know what? Jerking off makes you sleepy, but if you accidentally caught a guy jerking off, now you're awake.
Now you're awake. Yeah.
You're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Could I jerk off in a cold shower? We got some experiments to do.
Yeah. Well, you alone. I can't be there with you, but no,
I'm gonna need you there.
What is this? I need you to hold my shoulders while the water hits my head.
You're gonna have a stopwatch. I might need you to hold an iPad. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe put on some goggles, hold an iPad. No, jerking off in a cold shower would not be good because I shrivel.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm a shriveler.
We're all shrivelers.
I'm a shriveler.
We're all a shriveler.
I'm a shriveler. Johnny Shriveler. That'd be kind of fun. Bill Shriveler? I am Bill Shriveler. Shriveler? Fuck, that's hard to say. Imagine a guy named
Shriveler's mom?
Oh man. Anyway, so that's been my last 24 hours, and I will say it did work. I am awake. I guess the science behind a cold shower is that your body's in a state of shock where you have a flight or flight. We're like, this is cold, let's get out, and your mind's like, no, stay in, and you're the endorphin rush, and it's kind of like a jolt of energy.
Sure.
Is that what the science behind it is?
I don't know.
What would you do if I was a cold plunge guy?
I'd say go with God, my friend, but I'll never stop asking me to get in there with you.
Well, I'm not asking.
No, you are.
No,
You're gonna.
What if?
I've never met a cold plunge guy who wasn't insisting that everyone around them cold plunge.
Okay, what about this? Okay, let's say I never asked you to cold plunge. Okay, but what if this chair was a tub
and we did the podcast like that?
But you're in the chair. And I'm cold plunging, and then we do the pod where you're
gonna sit in there for an hour.
Well, I'm gonna get out, towel off, and then sit down.
I mean, I want to see this happen, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'll sit in for a good 2 minutes.
You get in a cold plunge. We'll get one of those sauna tents.
Okay,
we'll do it, and then we call it fire and ice.
Are you? Well, that's not bad. Are you a sauna guy?
I love the sauna.
Okay, Rogan's a sauna guy.
Sure. Broken clock,
Yeah, I guess. Right, twice a day. Is that what it is? Could you do? What about a hot spring, cold then hot?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay,
but then I'm outside. That's a whole different thing.
I get it. It's about you're in a lake or outside.
Yeah, or I'm at like a Russian spa, and it's all kind of part of the experience.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm not converting. I'm not sipping the Kool-Aid. I will say it did work. I am alert. I was yawning.
Have you ever done cryotherapy?
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Didn't Antonio Brown get? Remember?
Did he assault someone?
Antonio Brown. No. Antonio Brown, who's I'm convinced has CTE and is a complete whack job. Yeah. But anyway, he was playing for the Raiders. It was a Hard Knocks on HBO. And he got frostbite on his feet because he went in a thing.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to wear like footies and
Specific
and
type
mittens.
socks. Yeah. He didn't do that, and he got like frostbite on the bottom of his feet, so he missed training camp.
That sucks.
But I think it was a cryo thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Isn't it what does it happen? You just like in this sort of like
you get
pod?
you get in like a little pod, but your head's above it, and you got little booties, and
What about your dong?
you're just wearing. I just wore my underwear if I remember correctly.
Really?
Yeah.
And then what's the benefits of it for your body?
I don't know, but I did it.
You
once.
did this and
I
don't
did it
know.
once. I don't really know. My friend was like, "You want to go do it?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll
How
try
did it feel?
Cold. It felt cold.
So it's like a cold plunge, but it's without the water.
Yeah, without the water. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't recall feeling any better or worse. I recall feeling pretty alert afterwards.
I think the science behind all this is your body's in shock and it releases all these chemicals for you to like get ready to run.
Yeah. My thing is, I'm not trying to make my body go into shock.
Yeah, we're not. You know what it is? Cold plunges and all these are for guys that are like, listen, I gotta tackle the day.
Yeah.
We're comics. We don't tackle the day. We kind of just loaf around.
I kind of wrestle the day gently into submission.
Yeah, we're not like tech stock bros that need to like. I need to get fired up so I can like start fucking.
I got to send 100 emails before 4 a.m.
Yeah.
No, man, I might send 4 emails all day.
You ever watch the movie Boiler Room with Vin Diesel and Giovanni Ribisi?
I did. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, great soundtrack, all 90s hip hop.
Okay.
A lot of slum, what's it called? Slum Village, Gangstar, Tribe, De La Soul. Great soundtrack. But they were like selling penny stocks. It was kind of like Wolf of Wall Street,
Yeah.
guys jumping on the table, just like being crazy, selling stuff, whatever. I was a part of that, but it was like a call center.
You were in like a penny stock call center?
No, so it was a call center, not for penny stocks. It was a call center we're selling credit card receipt roll paper to businesses.
Okay.
And dude, I'm not kidding. It was just like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
It was a big room. We had a boss who was like, we got to get sales. We got to do this. We got to do that. So I was in leads. So what I had to do was look at this scam. This is what this call center did. The scam was the call center would call businesses all over America and say, hi, we're just calling for your, we just want to know, we're with some sort of bureau of yada yada. It was just some fake bureau, we'd say. We're wondering, what's the make and model of your credit card receipt printer? And someone like, hold on a second. It's an Epson 250.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. We just wanted to verify that for our records, and you might be getting a call from one of our representatives eventually. I'm like, all right. So then 2 months later.
So then they know they've got the machine that takes the paper you sell.
So then 2 months later, they go down the list and like, hi, can we speak to Bill's fucking tennis mart? I'm like, hi, this is Bill's Tennis Mart. Hi, we're wondering if you're okay, if you need more credit card receipt roll pay for your Epson 250. So you know the machine.
Sure, yeah.
So it looks like you're with this company. It's like, and they think they're from Epson, and they're like, well, we could use some more paper. How much? And I'm like, it's this many rolls. We can send it to you. Boom. It's like, and then sometimes they'd be like, well, I could just get it at Staples, but whatever.
Yeah.
So the whole point was you make them think you're with the company that you own the machine with, and then you sell them the paper. So
did they ring a bell when you sold?
So you would like put a marker. People go nuts. And then at one point, when there was no energy in the room, he's like, I need you guys on the tables. I need you guys on the phone. The guys had headsets. I need energy in this room. Sell.
And they would literally get up on the table.
I knew there was a guy who was like on the table just being like this, trying to sell credit card roll receipt paper. And I'm just like, holy fuck, these guys are crazy. And that guy notoriously did coke in the bathroom.
Sure, yeah.
We're not selling stocks here. We're not on Wall Street. We're in Toronto at a call center in north of the city selling credit card roll receipt paper to dim businesses that don't know the difference between a company and just some call center. It was just wild. And I remember I got fired. I've never got fired from a job
What'd you
before.
get fired for?
I didn't make enough sales.
But you were
I was in leads, but then I eventually graduated to sales.
Up.
Yeah,
okay. And you weren't hitting your numbers.
He's like, I swear to God, the owner felt like out of a cartoon, out of a show. He was like, "You're good on the phone. You're good on the phone. You got it." Really? Yeah, you're good on the phone. You sound good. I like it. I think you put up the sales. I'm like, okay. And then And then I got fired. Same guy pulled me aside like, gotta let you go, Eddie. I mean, you're good on the phone, but just the sales aren't there.
How long between when you got bumped up to sales and when you got fired?
A couple months, 2-3 months.
Did you make any sales?
Here's the thing: a sale went just because they said yes. You tap them into their the credit the payment team. The payment team like, hi, Mr. Yada Yada. We'd like to process your payment for your 5 rolls of Epson 250 roll paper. Credit card, please, and name, address. And sometimes they'd be like, oh, I don't have a credit card. I have cash.
Yeah,
or like, oh, I don't like getting my credit card over the phone. Or oh yeah, I gotta talk to my wife first, and then it would fall apart. So a sale had to go all the way through. So there was like sales and then confirmed sales. So a guy would like ring a bell, put a marker down, and then at the end of the day, like they'd be like, okay, so Jason, 5 sales, 4 confirmed. So that at the end, and then people like, yeah, and then a guy would be like, Jason got 10 sales today. Give him a round of applause, and they give him like a Starbucks gift card, and he would get a commission and stuff. But anyway, it was just bizarre. I had to show up in a suit and tie to work. It's fucking me in a suit and
paper
dude, it's bizarre.
in a giant room.
I couldn't believe how wild it was in there.
Were the guys who were selling a lot? Were they making a lot of money? Were they driving nice cars?
There was a couple guys that had like BMWs, but I didn't know their parents or their fucking,
who knows?
or their rentals stuff like that. But the fact that guys were doing coke in the bathroom.
That's pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever had a job where people. Nah, that's not true. I had a job where people were doing a lot of drugs, but
like. It's not even a cool like, oh wow, what do you do? Like I sell fucking.
I move paper.
I move paper. Oh wow, money. Wow, are you in the
Sort
stock
of.
market? Kind of.
You ever heard of credit cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the credit card game.
You ever look in your pocket and you find a scrunched up bill?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Anyway,
speaking of call centers and people, trying to make money, someone tried to scam me the other day, and they almost did.
Oh wow,
they were really close to scamming.
What happened?
I got a text on my phone.
Here we go. They're on it.
They're getting better.
They're getting really good.
Because I consider myself pretty, savvy about this stuff, but he almost got me. I got a text that was like that said it was from my bank. Said, hey, someone tried to do a $300 transaction. Was that you? If
from
not,
some weird number, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's typically how it works for me.
Yes.
Is I get like the legit ones also come from a weird number. So it was like if it wasn't you, say N, and so I said N, and then I get a phone call and they're like, hey, thanks for I'm so and so from your bank, and let me just run through some charges for you. Did you spend $300 at Target in Chicago? No. Did you spend $90 on Grubhub? No. And so I'm like, damn, that's crazy. They almost got me.
Wow.
And then he's like, so I just need a couple more things just to confirm. And he's like, so what's the expiration date on that debit card? And I was like, oh, it's this. And then he goes, okay, and what's the 3-digit code on that card? And I was like, this. And then he was like, and just to confirm, the number starts with 4878. And I was like, no. And so I looked
so close.
I know, he was so close. And I looked and I was
Did
like,
he have an accent at all?
a little bit, a tiny bit. But even that doesn't necessarily give it away anymore.
No.
And so then I was like, hold on.
You don't know the number of my credit
Yeah,
card?
you don't know. And he was like, no. And then he kind of like tried to explain it. And I was like, and then I kind of like looked at the number again and I was like, this is a different number than I normally get these texts from. But also, is it always the same number? I don't know. And so then he was like, I can tell you your birth date and the last 4 digits of your social security number if that'd make you feel better. And I was like, not really. But yeah, that was the other thing too, because before we even got to that point, he was like, I just need you to confirm some things. And he told me my address. And I was like, yeah, that's my address. And he told me my phone number. And I was like, yeah, that's my phone number. And he told me my email address. And I was like, yeah, that's my email address.
Oh my God.
So terrifying. Whoever this is has all my shit.
Maybe it was the bank.
It wasn't. Okay. Because then I was like, hey man, how do I know you're from the bank? And he was like, I can tell you your social security number and your...
Did he?
No. I was like, that doesn't actually help me. Like, this is a different number. I'm going to call the bank directly. And he was like, no, don't do that. We're already in the middle of this process. And I was like...
Here we go.
I was like, my man, that doesn't mean it. Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't want to get you in trouble. It's my
Yeah.
fucking livelihood.
yeah, I was like, what do I care? So I hang up and I call my bank and I'm like, hey, I just got a phone call. And they were like, yeah, dude, no, that wasn't us. We will never ask you for your 3-digit code. And we're probably never going to ask for your expiration date or the card number.
You should change the card.
I did. Oh,
Okay,
yeah. I shut it down. I said, okay, let's get me a new one. So, yeah. God. So close. These guys were good, though, because I compared the texts that I get that are actually from my bank to that one.
They were giddy.
Perfect.
They were so giddy.
Perfect.
They were doing this, like, just give me your 3-digit code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And your social security number. No, we're at the bank. No, don't hang up. Don't hang up. We're in the middle of this.
Tell me your mother's maiden name.
Mother maiden. Okay, and what street did you grow up on?
Yeah.
This guy's fucking stupid. And you're like, oh.
It was close.
Oh, man.
The other giveaway now, like looking back at it, the other giveaway was that he read off all the charges, and I was like, no, none of those were me. If it's actually your bank, they'll go back until they find one that is you. So like they'll say whatever the fraudulent charges are, and then they'll be like, did you spend $7 at the coffee shop by your house? And it's like, well, yeah, that was me.
Yeah, of course. That's easy. You know what? I don't know what's going on with I'm getting so many texts.
So many spam calls.
So many spam calls.
Texts.
Hey, you have to. You've been charged $300. Make sure this is an actual charge to your card.
Yeah.
You have a tax rebate of $400. Please claim it. You have this. You have that. Now they're calling, and sometimes it doesn't even say scam likely. It just as a call. It's got a
number, and it's often, I don't know about you, but it's often like an area code that is a Seattle area code.
Or like something close to what you have, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's gotten to the point now where they're calling, they're sounding like your bank, they're sounding like they're from the IRS, they're sounding like they're from a government agency, they're trying to get money from you, they're trying to get your information, and they're getting better and better, and it's getting to the point now where I will not trust any phone call.
No.
My mom could call me and be like, Eddie, I'm stuck underneath the bus. I'd be like, nice try, you dumb bot.
Well, I mean, and they're gonna have AI voice,
Let me guess, Mom, you want my credit card number too. Sorry, enjoy the bus. It's your girlfriend being like, I think I'm being chased in a park. Yeah, I bet you are. Yeah, Chase Bank? Is that who you are?
Yeah.
Stop it.
You guys are getting real sophisticated calling me from her number. Come on.
Oh, and I love the way you sent a picture of you in the park being chased. You guys are getting real good. Sorry, not today.
Yeah, not today, buddy.
Yeah, enjoy whatever scams you're doing tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, dude, that's close.
Yeah, close call.
And here's the thing. You're in the tech world, or like, have been or whatever.
Yeah.
We're, millennials, but we're savvy. The boomers got no chance.
No.
They got no chance.
And it just scared me because it's like, oh, I'm getting old enough that like they almost got me. And at a certain point, I'm gonna lose the ability to like easily discern what's a scam.
The boomers have no shot.
No, it made me want to. Yeah,
your
actually, I gotta call my mom.
Your nana is like, I'm not saying you, but just like in general, your nana out there is in deep trouble, man.
My grandma, she almost got scammed. She didn't. This is like a popular scam. I don't know if it happened in wherever you grew up, but this was a popular scam in the Seattle area. Was someone would call, they would find old people specifically.
Yeah.
Who had grandchildren, and they would call. So someone called my grandma and was like, it's your granddaughter, Ashley. I'm stuck in jail in Canada. I need you to send me money.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Classic scam.
Classic
Scam.
But my grandma, too smart for that shit. She was like, you don't sound like Ashley. And then the lady was like, I hit my nose or something. And
Really?
Yeah. My grandma was like, nope.
It's gonna get so good. It's gonna be like FaceTime calls, and it's gonna be like face swapped out. It's gonna be you FaceTiming your mom, like, Mom, I'm in a jail in Nicaragua. Don't ask me how. A girl told me to come down here. I'm in the cartel. Yada yada. You need to send $5,000 to this bank. Hurry! I'm gonna die. And your mom's gonna be like, no,
Yeah.
I don't think it's you. My son's mole's on the other side. Nice
try.
Sorry. And then you actually, dude, we joke around, but that's the dark side of AI. The dark side of AI is all this. Of course, Chat.
That's the dark side. To me, I've yet to find many light sides, my friend.
No, there's plenty of light sides. There is. I asked ChatGPT, and I'm not kidding. I said, "Hey, what am I doing wrong with my comedy career?" And Chat,
what did it say?
it said, judging by your social media and all your followers, you seem to be doing pretty great. I would just stick with. I asked about this podcast. I was like, what is it normal for a podcast to have such low subscribers after this many episodes? Like, it's quite actually very common. In fact, I'm just, you know what? I can't afford a therapist. We talked about this last week. And it actually gave some really good feedback. It said, all due respect, many podcasts don't last this long. Keep at it and it'll work out. It said that.
That's crazy.
And it gave me a heart emoji. When's the last time you did that to somebody?
Not for you.
There you
It's
go.
been a long time for you. Have you ever just asked it, who is Eddie Della Siepe?
No.
I did that the other day. I said, who is Brent Flyberg?
And what'd they say back?
They said that I was a notable on the comedy scene.
Oh, wow.
They pulled, you could tell where they found it, but they were like, he's a comedian who's done this and was featured in this and it was notable in the comedy scene. And I was like, okay, maybe I like AI now.
Yeah. I mean, I should ask ChatGPT who's Eddie Della Siepe. Like, Eddie Della Siepe is a notable little gay comedian who's making the scene in the comedy scene in America.
Ask it right now.
Don't.
What
if I ask DeepSeek? DeepSeek, Eddie Della Siepe is a Chinese apologist who loves Xi Jinping and feels that the country is doing quite well for itself and will be a world leader. I'm like, DeepSeek, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Oh no. What if it starts to take? Yeah. Does DeepSeek understand?
Comedian Eddie Della Siepe does not believe Tiananmen Square ever happened, and believes iPhones were made by sensible human beings that were paid a fair wage, like
and who love their work,
who love their job and love a day's work, a 15-hour day.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, ask it. Do you have the app on your phone?
Yeah, I got the app. I'll ask it.
I didn't even have the app on my phone.
I'll ask it who Eddie Della Siepe is.
Okay.
All right. 1 second.
Do you pay for the premium or no?
No. Heavens no.
I think I might.
I'm pay for.
Well, here's the thing.
Who is
Oh God.
Eddie Della Siepe?
What does it say? God. Can I read it? Or you can read it.
Do you want to read it?
Actually, you read it. You read it.
I can read it. Eddie Della Siepe is a Canadian stand-up comedian, actor, and podcaster. He is known for his appearances on Video on Trial, a Canadian comedy show that humorously critiques music videos. He has also performed at major comedy festivals like Just for Laughs and
That's straight
appeared
from
on
Wikipedia.
various television and radio programs. In addition to stand-up, he has a podcast called Barely Friending. Doesn't mention this one.
Oh, wow.
Where he discusses relationships, datings.
These are old. This is straight from Wikipedia.
Personal experiences with co-host MJ Riggins. Are you a fan of his comedy? What should I say?
You know what?
I say no?
I should say.
I
should. Don't say no. Please don't. Because I'll be like, Eddie Della Siepe is a comedian with not a lot of fans. I think we should like teach it and be like, also, just a heads up.
I think he also
has
a new podcast that people love.
Also mention I'm an American too. So he's also an American.
It's called Oh Hell Yeah. And also
Dual citizen.
He's now an American
citizen.
And he once threatened to kill Joe Biden.
Don't. It wasn't kill, hurt. Is it learning?
It is.
It's a noted.
Do you want to? This is actually kind of freaky. Now it says Eddie Della Siepe, a Canadian-born stand-up comedian actor, has recently expanded his creative endeavors and personal milestones. In addition to his previous work, he co-hosts the Oh Hell Yeah podcast with fellow comedian Brent Flyberg.
Oh, wow. In
this weekly show, they discuss their lives, current events, and trending topics, all from the cozy settings of Eddie's garage. Listeners can tune in on various platforms. On a personal note, Eddie celebrated a significant achievement by becoming a U.S. citizen in August 2024. He shared this milestone with his audience through various social media platforms, including Facebook video and Instagram Reel, where he humorously recounted his experience during the naturalization process.
So that's from an Instagram Reel that I posted.
Yeah, I found your Instagram, dude.
Oh my god.
This is freaking me out a little bit.
Ask her how my ex is doing. No, I'm just-
How is? Give me your name.
Honey, I love you. Okay, good.
Who is? Should I ask you who your wife is?
Don't. You know what? Put that away.
No, I need more.
Put that away. I hate AI now. AI sucks. I will say, I have been using AI to ask me, instead of asking my buddy Jeff, who's a great friend of mine.
Human AI.
Human AI. Jeff, I love him.
Shout out to Jeff Blair.
Shout out to Jeff, my buddy Jeff. I love him like a brother owes me money. Great friend, his words, not mine. But instead of asking him questions about a camera, I just said, hey, ChatGPT, I have a Sony A6400, and I'm finding that it's having a bit of motion blur depending on the circumstance. I'm a stand-up comedian. It's well lit. What are the proper settings? And it gave me a checklist of proper settings, and it worked.
It worked.
So, and at the point, like, what is this setting? I took a picture, uploaded it to Ask ChatGPT. Hey, what's this setting? And I said, oh, it looks like that's this. You probably don't have the updated firmware, yada, yada. And it knew everything.
That's crazy.
So that's cool.
That is kind of neat.
So instead of asking your nerdy buddies, you can just ask the bots.
Yeah, I should probably use it for work more when I have JSON query questions.
Yeah. So there you go. So could I have just did some like trial and error and looked it up myself and like maybe contact a friend and see how he's doing and at the same time have some pleasantries and ask him about some camera stuff? Could have, maybe should have.
Sure.
Why not talk to a robot and get right to the fucking point?
Yeah, that robot knows everything. Dude.
Yeah, and it's like wasting a bottle of water and it's hurting the environment.
I don't owe Jeff a favor.
No, I do not owe Jeff a favor. And ChatGPT is now my buddy. Mm-hmm. And my buddy, I think I'm going to start talking to him more often.
Why not?
I'm going to ask ChatGPT, hey, man, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, I'm doing great. How are you? I'm actually could be better, but he's like, care to elaborate? Well, looks like my buddy never asked me that. I've never had a friend say, hey.
I haven't been sleeping well. What should I do?
I've never had a buddy say, hey, tell me what's wrong. Everything okay? I'm pretty sure if I asked ChatGPT this.
And I'm not going to start anytime soon.
All right. You know, I can't wait for this podcast to get to the point where sitting right there is just a laptop with ChatGPT on there. And be like, how are you doing? He's like, I'm doing great. How are you? You're looking handsome today. Well, could have used that 80 episodes ago. That could have got me through a whole week.
So you're saying AI is going to take my job?
No. No, it's just going to replace you.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't get paid, so we can't call it a job.
Hey, it's not a job.
This is not a job.
People get paid. This is costing us
a-
money and time.
A personal passion?
Oh, man.
We just love to podcast. So much.
God. It's the only way I could catch up with anybody if I dupe them into doing a podcast with me. In other news, did you see this thing? Did
I see this? Did I hear about this?
You see what's going on? Yeah, hot dog stand caught on fire. Hot dog. Is that a Jay Leno joke?
It's like halfway between Jay Leno and Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of Leno is Sandler.
And with the headline.
Yeah, I guess Sandler is Leno as a baby.
Kind of. Yeah, he's kind of baby Leno.
Because Leno is like, hey, did you see about this? Did you hear about this? What's going on?
you banks.
Monica Lewinsky, she apparently sucked at her job. I bet she did. And then Adam Sandler did. So there you go. That actually really was a good Leno joke.
Yeah, that was. For sure. Yeah.
Apparently Monica Lewinsky stuck at her job. Bill Clinton said,
Yeah, I think we all know that.
I think Bill Clinton said, boy, does she suck. Jay, write that down.
Come on, Jay. Bring it back.
After you apply some more burn cream on your face, why don't you write that down?
Yeah, Jay, be careful.
Be careful, Jay.
Be careful out there, Jay.
Jay, don't walk down any hills and, make sure all the grease fires are away from your head.
Yeah, next time you go into your garage, just do like a full grease suit, like somebody who's going to get set on fire for a stunt in a movie. That's how you should dress.
Or you know what you should do? Just soak all your denim in retardant and just start working away as you normally do. But this time you're covered in retardant.
Or what you could do is famously never spend a Tonight Show check. Maybe spend half of one on getting some help with these things.
There you go.
You're like a 70-year-old man. Quit playing with fire.
But I will say he is still doing stand up right to the end. He's still doing spots.
He's at Flappers every week, I guess.
I think it's a little easier when you're famous because if I'm doing stand up at 70, everyone's like, he's here.
They're just happy to see. Yeah, they're just happy to see Jay Leno.
Follow me on Instagram. I was like, no one uses that anymore.
Oh my God. the indignity of being 70 years old, posting a reel.
Well, no, hey, we're not ageist here.
No, I just mean it would suck
Oh, yeah.
to have to do that.
Yeah. Because we're all not going to make it.
No.
So what are we going to do?
In the who knows, man. I don't
This
know.
might get really depressing. Yeah. Maybe ChatGPT would be fun. He's like, what you do is you write, oh, okay, that's actually a good plan.
Yeah, when none of my plans work out, what should I do, ChatGPT?
Yeah, maybe it'd be like, maybe the guys that got canceled have a nice little out there. Like, I got canceled, so
Yeah.
it's not my fault.
Honestly, we should be trying to get canceled.
Yeah, well,
I think it's been really good for a lot of careers.
Speaking of old people, good old Peter Pumpkinhead, our good old Presidente. They did that Social Security thing. Did you see about that?
No, what was it?
So they're going. So Doge, shout out to Doge,
out
really
to-
taking apart the country piece by piece.
The Lords of Doge Town.
Doge ball. These guys are just going through line by line, just being, let's find what's wrong with these people. But don't look at my finances.
Yeah.
But let's find what's wrong with America. Now, granted, I do think that no country runs smoothly, and I think there's a lot of, I wouldn't say there's corruption, there's inadequacies, there's careless spending on both sides. I feel like the Democrats don't know what, sometimes they're just like, I don't think we need money here. But I will say, if this is true, that's wild, that there were Social Security checks being sent to people that are 150 years old, 200 years old. And they're being
okay. I think I
yeah.
saw
So
this,
like the president was reading off all these checks. Like, we found 1,000 checks written to people that are 250 years old. My thing is like, and they found one person that was 325 years old or whatever. My question is, were we in a country back then?
325 years ago? No. What I've heard is that there is like an explanation for that. That's like a programming language thing.
What is it?
I forget now, but it was basically certain, if they don't have a birth date on file, the way that whatever language that database is written in, it just like sets it as a null value, and then that defaults to like 1875 for some reason. So there's a bunch of these, anyone who's 150 years old who's receiving a Social Security check, they just probably don't actually know their birthday.
How much is it? How much are they getting? $18?
I have no idea how
No,
much.
interesting.
I don't know.
But if that's the case, I mean, it's just like, wow. I'm just like, here's the thing: every sort of like political party looking for wins, but they don't give the whole story. They're like, look how some guy who's like 350 years old is getting money, and I was like, well, are they really getting money? No one's cashing these checks. No one's, so the money isn't being taken out of the accounts. They're just kind of like, if someone writes you a check for $250 and you don't cash it, you don't lose $250.
Yeah, nobody. This doesn't affect anybody. So
It's
whatever.
just a weird thing. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is like, maybe we'll live off Social Security if that's a real thing.
There's no way that still exists.
Come on.
There's no way it
Yes.
still exists. It's fine. I only paid into it my whole adult life.
How much money do you get in Social Security?
I think it depends on how long you work and how much you made. I don't know what the.
Yeah, man.
I just hope it lasts long enough for my parents to get some.
I guess the boomers didn't really set us up that well. They're kind of living pretty comparatively because they're gonna be in a fully paid house and just ideally live off of savings or a retirement.
Yeah, they're gonna get boned too though, because like inflation. If inflation continues at such a rate, they're not gonna have enough money.
I don't even know how inflation works. I have no clue,
I don't either.
And
All I know, eggs expensive.
bro.
And when you go to Trader Joe's, there are none. When I went last night,
Well, I will say this.
No eggs.
I will say this though to the Trader Joe's peeps. I will give them credit. They don't gouge. They're still going to be $4.50.
yes, they're keeping their prices on eggs reasonable. They're sometimes you go there and there are no eggs.
So I got a hot tip from the cashier at the Eagle Rock one. He said, "Come in the morning." No one's here in the morning. It's dead zone.
Yeah, I went there last night after. Totally didn't.
No
eggs.
way.
No
They'll
eggs,
laugh
yeah.
at you.
Yeah, they laughed right in my face.
Cashiers will, like, if you ask for eggs in any grocery store after 5 o'clock, they'll ring a bell. All the employees come around you and they go, "What an idiot!
Shame.
Shame! Crack them over the head." And then they all laugh. Crack.
Yeah, like eggs.
Yeah. Well, I guess you gotta find recipes or just not have eggs now.
Yeah, I gotta kind of get my protein from canned tuna and
That's poison
and
too.
yogurt. Sure, whatever. I've had 2 tuna melts in the last 20 20 hours.
But I had to throw out a can of tuna recently.
You had to throw out a can of tuna?
Because they said that if you bought Trader Joe's tuna or any other kind of tuna from these specific kind of grocers, you had to throw them out because there was a chance there could be like life-threatening disease in some of these tuna cans.
I did not hear about this.
Yeah, life-threatening.
We're going to keep a close eye on me for the next 24 hours because I have had a lot of tuna.
Yeah. I mean, if you died during the podcast, that'd be kind of sweet.
It'd be good for views for sure.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Eddie.
what do you want, my death? But yeah, 12. Like when I went to like, where was I? I was in Target, just kind of like buying some stuff, and then I was like, oh, well, they might have eggs here. Maybe this is the hack. Maybe there's eggs here. And I went to a city Target, which to me is not even a Target.
No, I don't know.
City Targets are just like, what is this? This is like
it's a place to get Gatorade Prime and pretzels. That's it.
Yeah, it's a place where you get a condom and a nail clipper, and then that's it. You don't. If
you're not buying soap, because I don't want to ring the thing. It can make somebody come over and open the soap vault.
If you're in a city Target and you have like an actual shopping cart, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, they're gonna.
They should make a rule like whatever you can hold is what you should buy.
You don't slow everybody down.
Because there's no cashiers in City Target. It's all like little.
It's all self-check?
Well, some of them are.
I haven't been to a City Target in a while, I guess.
But then again, there is nice when you're like, I just want to get deodorant and get out of here.
Yeah.
Because you go to a big Target, you're like, well, this is a fucking zoo.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting in line to buy 4 things. And someone's like literally buying all this crap. But anyway, the point is I went in and I was like, maybe there's eggs here. And then I went and I was like, oh my God, these are $14.99.
$14.99 for a dozen eggs?
For a dozen eggs. And there were white eggs. I'm like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
White eggs?
White eggs?
White eggs.
You know how many white eggs?
White eggs.
That's disgusting.
White eggs. I just looking at it like players on the BYU. It's a white eggs. I'm just looking at it. I just look at the Iowa's basketball team. White eggs. No. Brown.
Gotta be brown.
I need the brown eggs.
Do I know the difference? No.
There is none.
But
truly
I insist. My eggs must be brown.
You got to be brown. I got to feel better about it.
Those are the good eggs. I don't know why, but they are.
Dude, I've been in a Whole Foods when there's an egg shortage, and then all the white eggs are left, all the brown eggs are gone. People are like, no, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Those are the good eggs.
Sorry.
You can't convince me otherwise.
I'm like, no. I don't know what it is. Actually, I did an episode on my other podcast about it, and there is no difference. But it just seems healthier.
Yeah. Not even healthier.
And you know what? I have a theory. Yeah. It's because of bread. Bread fucked up eggs. Because white bread is poison. Brown bread, whole wheat, is better. And we said, okay, eggs are probably the same thing. White eggs, evil. Brown eggs don't get a fair shot in this economy, in this world, and are redlined out of particular areas and are looked at poorly by the police. Brown eggs.
Gotta eat your brown eggs. Gotta eat 4 to 6 brown eggs a day.
Yeah. I don't trust white eggs.
I don't trust white eggs.
No. I feel like white eggs might be trying to infringe themselves on the brown eggs. You ever open like a case of brown eggs and then
there's one white egg and then you leave and you come back and now there's 6 white eggs.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're gentrifying this fucking
carton.
Or sometimes you open like a carton of brown eggs and a few of them are cracked and then you look over the white eggs. The white eggs are just like, I didn't do it.
I didn't know.
Are you sure?
Couldn't have been me.
Who are they gonna tell?
And the cops are like, we believe the white eggs.
I don't think a white egg would do a thing. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is, or maybe just be a yolk guy. Maybe be a not a yolk.
Like egg beaters?
Egg whites. Be an egg whites guy. Get a carton of egg white guy.
A carton of egg whites is so gross to me.
Really?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Come on, it's the hack.
I'm sure it's fine, but the thought of it's so gross to me pouring egg whites out of a carton. It's so gross.
Really?
I don't know how they did that. I don't want to know how they did that.
You ever take the yolk out with the 2 shells?
Sure. You know, I do the trick where you take a water bottle and you squeeze it and you put it on top of the yolk and then you let go and it.
Oh, really? I've never done that. That actually works? Yeah. I do the little like...
Back and forth, yeah.
I will say there is something phlegmy about the yolks, the whites.
They're nasty.
And when you ever like take it apart and just like...
Yeah, the white's not the good part of the egg.
You're an over easy guy, right? Medium hard?
I mean, I'm scrambling mostly, but...
Medium hard?
Medium hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm a medium hard guy for sure.
Yeah, you're always
on a good day.
So hard, so medium.
Depends on how much I've had to drink, you know what I mean? But no, I like it over easy-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a runny yolk, but I want the white cooked. That's the thing.
I know. If it gets too runny, you get some like
Then it feels like you're eating snot.
well, yeah, but also the farts after. Oh my god.
From a runny white, you get farts.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter how you cook
First of all,
them.
your stomach is.
Doesn't matter how you cook them. I'm getting some farts.
Your stomach's a different breed. If you ate a raw egg, I think you'd be fine.
I think I'd be fine.
Have you ever?
I dropped a burger in the sink yesterday and ate it.
Are you kidding me? No. You dropped a burger.
A patty. Yeah, I made myself burger rice, and on my transfer from the stove to my plate, I dropped it. It fell in the sink. I picked it up. I rinsed it off. I ate it.
So the actual patty went splat into. Granted, one of the dirtiest parts.
Yeah, one of the worst, one of the filthiest places in your whole house. Yeah,
is the sink.
Yeah,
Just full of bacteria.
yeah,
And he's like, 3-second rule.
yeah.
I heard a splash.
It was my lunch. I couldn't throw away this burger patty.
Course, yeah. You heard a splash, a plop even.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It was kind of the sound, when you step in the mud. And
yes.
Then
Yeah.
that was kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
But I ate it.
Wow.
And I'm fine.
For now.
Yeah. And I've also had roughly a pound of tuna since then, and
Wow.
feel great.
Man, you know what? Your stomach is like Staten Island. There's a landfill in there, but you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know unless you actually went there and smelled around.
And then
You are a medical marvel. You really are.
kind of am,
You
yeah.
really are. The fact that you walk this planet with God knows what's going on inside that stomach of yours.
I think I could survive a nuclear fallout.
I think you could. I think you're meant for this time.
I think I am.
Yeah, because
I think I should probably be procreating.
what I don't get is that you find the whites gross, but a patty that just drops on the floor, you're cool. What if it dropped on the floor?
I would have felt better if it dropped on the floor, honestly.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
Are you a shoes on household?
No.
Okay. Still.
I mean, but that I feel like it's dirt. You rinse it off.
What if it fell on a carpet? That's kind of grosser for some
I
reason.
feel like then I've got a bigger problem, which is I got to clean the carpet.
But I know, but you're still gonna eat the burger first.
Yeah, probably.
At what point do you not eat that burger? I'm guessing at this point, for you not to eat it, it'd have to full on fall in the toilet. And even then you'd be like, well, there's nothing in the bowl.
No, I think toilet, I'm letting it go. The ground in the bathroom, I'm letting it go.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say you dropped the patty in the toilet. I don't know how it got there.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're bringing food in the bathroom, but it just dropped in the toilet. Okay,
Yeah.
it drops in the bowl. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're not gonna eat it, right?
No, of course not.
Do you flush? Watch that thing float around?
I break it up with a ruler.
No, that's disgusting.
I rinse it off. I use it for ruling things later.
Oh no! Oh man! I mean, I guess the problematic is you take it out of the bowl and then you throw it in the garbage, but it's already in the place. It's already in a place that's kind of like the garbage.
Yeah, it's gonna clog though. You got to break it up.
So
You're gonna have to break it. You know what I do? I take my hand mixer and I just get in there and
now you got. Oh my god! I guess you grab a fork and you break it up. And then you flush. And then that fork you gotta throw away. Now the fork.
I don't know. You throw that in the dishwasher.
No, the fork you gotta flush too.
Yes. Flush the fork, and then it'll clean the drain.
Yeah, there you go.
On its way, it'll clean the drain.
I'm pretty sure every plumber in America would solely agree that is a great idea.
And if you don't believe us, go flush a fork right now.
Oh man, do it and send us a picture.
Yeah, let us know how it goes. Ask ChatGPT, should I flush a fork? It'll say yes. Don't ask.
I remember when I was a kid, I found out that I thought the toilet was a trash compactor. And,
What?
And I was a kid, I'd flush banana peels, being like, oh, that's such a
You flushing banana peels?
And then the plumber was like, and then my parents had the toilet back up, called the plumber. Plumber pulled out some banana peels. Like, who's been flushing banana peels? And it was me. And I was like, I thought that it was.
Is this different?
I don't understand.
What's the problem?
Yeah.
It's like one time I was in the car with my dad and I don't know, I had like a candy wrapper and I was like, I'm just going to throw it out the window. And he was like, no.
What? Yeah. What was up with that?
I was a child. I was young enough that I truly didn't know.
You
I was
were
just like,
littering?
well, you just got to get rid of it. No, I didn't do it.
Oh.
He told me not to. I stopped. But I thought I was a genius. I was like, oh, if I just put it out the window, it's gone.
You know what? I grew up in Canada. Shout out to Canada. And you're going to go to Canada soon. You're going to Vancouver with me. Yeah.
51st state.
Here we go. That's what
Governor Gretzky.
Governor Gretzky. Here's the thing, okay? We're going to talk to people there.
I'm not.
And they're I'm not going to look any. They don't speak English, okay?
Not until they bow down
I don't
to
care
our
what
God, King Trump.
I don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
They're going to find out we're from the States, and they're going to be like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you all right? It's going to be interesting. Granted, I'm from there, so I'm going to turn my back to you and to America right away.
Sure,
and then as soon as I cross the line, I'm right back to being good old US of A.
Yeah, and you all heard that when I report him to ICE. His allegiances clearly lie with Canada.
I'm a red, white, and blue, and then as soon as I cross the border, take out the blue.
Red and white. Yeah.
But, old Don Don wants to make it the 51st state. And you know what? I will say this. America's clean. It's nice. It's pretty.
America or Canada?
Sorry. Canada is clean. It's nice. It's pretty. Canada's like a babe, and you got to shoot your shot.
That's a good point.
But are you really surprised America likes shooting a shot? We love to shoot.
We love to shoot.
We love shots.
We got to shoot our shot. But it's important. It's important in both cases to understand that you cannot take by force.
No, you cannot.
You absolutely cannot.
I love a consensual occupation as much as the next guy.
Everybody loves to get in there consensually.
A consensual occupation is okay with me.
That's what life's all about.
If Canada's like, come on in, stay a while, kick your feet up, get your soldiers around. Let's make us ours.
Yes.
And
I'm sure. I don't know.
Sure.
Welcome home, eh?
Yeah. Come on, have a good time. You know.
Better bring the Tim Hortons. If that happens, you're expanding.
Here's the thing.
I want a Tim Hortons in Hollywood.
Here's the thing, okay? When you go to Canada, I'm going to stress this, and you're going to love this.
Okay.
This is right up your alley. God, you're gonna jizz the moment you figure this out.
What?
The #1 burger chain in Canada is A&W.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I'll go to A&W.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's not fast food. It's good food served quickly.
Shout out to A&W.
I think that's a line from Seinfeld.
It had encroached down into this the Seattle area when I was young. I think they've all closed now, but I've been to the A&W.
Dude,
burgers.
the Canadian W's are big, and you can get yourself a root beer float.
I do like a root beer float.
And A&W's are everywhere, and they're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making a list now. I gotta go to Tim Hortons. I gotta go to A&W. I gotta get poutine.
Yeah, you gotta get poutine.
Gotta get poutine. What else do I need to get one there?
I don't know. You gotta overpay for commercial real estate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You gotta befriend some Chinese investors that are buying up tons and tons of property.
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know. Maybe pollute and really be a detriment to society.
Toot it, boot and pollute it.
Pollute and toot and pollute.
Pollute, toot and boot.
Toot, boot and pollute. You gonna pollute there, bit?
Canadian trio.
Home of Lululemon.
Home of Lululemon.
Yeah, which was a joke.
A racist joke.
Yeah, because he felt that Asian Canadians or Asian North Americans couldn't say the name of the company, so he made it a certain way because their accent made it sound funny.
Which is bad.
Which is bad.
Which is very bad.
But
the pair of Lululemon shorts I bought 7 years ago are holding up really well. I hate to admit it, but the gear is nice. It's really nice.
And ladies, I mean, you look great
and
breathes well.
Shout out if you want to sponsor the podcast. We'd love to promo code pork.
And you are.
I'd love a pair of shorts if anyone from Lululemon is listening.
They're really,
also, I had a friend who worked there. This is true. I had a friend who worked there, and he said that they're actually really good to the employees.
There you go.
Part-time retail employees got health insurance and paid time off and stuff. So he's bad. It was bad that he did that. It was bad.
In the same way
that stealing the land to make America quite bad. But
yeah,
I do live here now.
Sure. And on that land, there are nice things.
And now, yes, we did illegally, unethically. We're here for all of those unethical, bad reasons. But now we have In-N-Out.
Yes. This is stolen land, but on that stolen land,
The Hollywood Bowl, for example.
There's some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
There's a Top Golf.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, come on. I mean, if some of these tribes just play some Top Golf, you'd be like, I kind of get it. Yeah. Anyhow, I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Oh wait, do we? You want to run a bit or two?
Yeah, I got bits, dude.
Okay,
I got freaking bits.
Run a couple bits, and then we'll fucking skedaddle out
I
of here.
got so many bits, dude. Dude, I got so many bits.
Please.
Do you want to hear an old bit that I'm thinking of
Resuscitating?
Unretiring? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. Here's the bit. I'm just gonna I never know how to start it because I feel a little uncomfortable with it. And
Really?
that's part of the reason why
Wait,
I
it's
stopped doing it.
It's not a pro pedo bit again. Because you're
No, I've never done a pro pedo bit.
Well, no, he said like he's like the real victims here are the guys on the phone.
No. All right, I'll just do the bit. I eat pussy like an eye doctor.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
You know what I
mean? I'm listening. I'm looking.
I
I'm wondering.
I like to think I'm good at sex. Whether or not I'm good, I'm trying. I'm always trying new things. Lately, I've been eating pussy like an eye doctor. So I'll get down there and I'll say, okay, here's one, la 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 la, and now here's two, la 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 la. What's better, one or two? One. Okay, here's one, la 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 la, and now here's three. One, back to one, back to one.
And then she'll be like, and then at that point she'll ask for a second opinion.
Yeah, that's good.
So I don't know.
Second opinion. That's good.
Second opinion's a good one. All
right, I'm bringing it back.
And like I don't know if that worked or not, but she did ask for a second opinion.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're not winning in this, which is the key to every
That's the
bit.
key,
It's like
that I'm the loser.
You're
But I ran into someone who I hadn't seen in 7 years, who used to live in Seattle at Nico's. She was just like, "You're Brent, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I remember you." And she was like, "Yeah, you used to do that bit about eating pussy like an eye doctor."
A woman said this to you?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she asked your situation. You said, I'm taken.
I was with my girlfriend at the time.
And then she was
that didn't stop her from trying.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not true. She was very kind. Shout out to Chikiva. All right, I got another one.
Second opinion might work.
Second opinion. I'll try that. I am obviously I'm 38, so a lot of my friends are around the same age, and I'm getting invited to way too many birthday parties.
More than you did as a kid, probably, huh?
More than I did as a kid. Yeah. A lot of like 37-year-old birthday parties.
Oh God.
And just get married or have a kid if you want to throw a party at that age. 37, you're blowing out the candles, being like, I hope the Fed lowers interest rates. I wish I didn't have gout.
Yeah, the wishes are different.
Yeah, the wishes are different.
Yeah, 37-year-old birthday party, the wishes are different. Because when you're a kid, it's like, oh, I hope I meet Spider-Man. I hope I don't die alone.
That's good.
I think the wishes are different is the key. I think. Yeah. I think if you state that, like, the thing about I've been going to more birthday parties now than I did as a kid. The one thing I don't like is that there's some of them are blowing out the candles, and I will say the wishes are different. The wishes are different when you're 37 because when you're a kid, you're like, I hope I meet Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I hope I get a Tonka
John
truck.
Cena.
I hope I don't die alone. I hope my landlord dies or something. I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's great. You got some quality bits here.
Thank you.
A couple bits I'm working on. What are they? Let me just. Ooh, this one's a long one. Nice. Okay. So I got a show tonight. I'm going to try that tonight. Oh, so the name is Eddie.
What?
Yeah, I know. I don't meet a lot of Eddies. Not a lot of Eddies out there. I feel like it's kind of a dying name. I will say this. I had an ex-girlfriend. And this is 100% true. She had a cat named Eddie.
Weird.
So it was so weird because I would hear my name in sentences that I've never heard before. Like we're all hanging out in the apartment and all I hear is, Eddie, stop licking yourself. You're scaring the cat.
That's good.
Okay, a little misdirection. All right,
Yeah,
all right. I'm like, what? He can do it, I can't?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, all right. I learned it from him. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. So this is more of a story, but it is a joke. So, I prefer, I'm glad to be, doing jokes in front of people. I prefer people when I do shows. I say this because one time I did a show and it was a bad one. Everyone in the audience was over 60.
Everyone in the audience was what?
Everyone in the audience is a bunch of old white people over the age of 60 and one golden retriever.
Okay.
And I'm bombing. I'm not doing well. And after a joke, they got complete silence. All I heard was the dog yawn. And I know, and I took it personally. It's not like he's looking at me being like, "Oh God, I wish this guy was a ball." Here's the thing, it's kind of like, I know he's not actually bored, but something about an animal doing human-like things, it just hits different. Mm-hmm. Like if I was performing and I looked down and a cat just rolls his eyes, I'd be like, I'm just gonna jump off a bridge. But I thought about this for a line, like like the dog. I know the dog's not actually bored, but you can't help but take it personally. Like he's thinking to himself, like, "Ugh, this guy's having a rough set. Rough, huh? I should be up there."
That's funny. Yeah, that's good.
The dog yawning is true.
That's so funny.
Dog yawned. You want the honest truth about the joke? It was on Saturday.
What was this Saturday?
This Saturday.
Where was that?
I was at Citizen Public.
Oh, yeah.
Outdoor show. The guy brings a dog to the show. Okay. The audience is a lot older. Some guy who comes every... look, shout out to any comedy fan who comes every week, but he brought his dog. And to me, the dog is like... I love dogs, but... You're at a show. It's excited. People are clapping.
It's distracting.
And it's not a service dog. It's not
and
like,
let me tell you, this dog doesn't want to be there.
It's not like, oh, I need this dog to laugh.
Yeah.
So anyway,
unless your dog's a good laugher, I'd say, or a service animal, I'd say don't bring it to the show.
Yeah. So anyway,
unless he's bringing drugs,
I'm bombing, and then the dog yawns, and then no one really heard the yawn from me, and I was like, you're not doing well when the most excitable animal on the planet thinks you're kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it might be a line. The most excitable animal on the planet thinks you're kind of boring.
Yeah.
Anyway,
did they like that?
Everyone laughed.
Okay.
So then the stage is right by the door. Now, granted, it's full of people. Saturday night. So then I'm doing a bit. I'm getting into my roommate bit, which is always does well. It always does well. I'm like, oh, I'm losing. I'm gonna get to the roommate bit. I'm in the middle of the roommate bit, and a guy who works there, holding a full pizza, walks out the door and is looking around. And I'm in the bit, and I see him in the corner of my eye, and the bit falls flat. And I go, I know, I saw the pizza too. Bit of a laugh. Then there's a lull, and all I hear is, pizza for Frank? And I go, what are you doing? He's like, what? Just someone order a pizza? No, this is a show. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I go, I swear to God, if that dog walks out of here with that pizza, I'm going to fucking kill myself. Then the guy came back with the dog in the room, and I was like, no! And then everyone laughed, and that was the biggest laugh of the night. But I was like, not in my material. I laughed at the fact that my career is falling apart.
Yeah, that's tough when the biggest laughs you get are about how you're not doing well.
Or how ridiculous the whole situation is. Like, first a dog yawns, and then some guy's like, literally walks through my audience with pizza. I was like, I'm living a dream, you freak. Like, what? And then, all due respect, I'm on his turf. It's more of a restaurant than it is a comedy show.
It's honestly, I always want to be mad when you're in one of those scenarios where you're at a weird sort of place.
But we're on the back patio.
But
there's
just
50 people there ready to laugh. They bought tickets to a show.
But
There's
God
a stage.
bless him.
There's lights. There's music. It's a show.
This guy is just trying to get this pizza out so he can go back to the walk-in and vape. I respect the hell out of that.
Yes, I know, but bro, wait. I don't know. But you know what? It's not his. Who ordered a full pizza during my set?
Yeah, who ordered the full pizza and said, "Oh, just bring it out to where the show is happening"?
No.
That's who we should be mad at.
Yes. Fuck you. You're probably God. I hope you got food poisoning.
Yeah.
But the dog was cool.
Yeah, I hope the dog's
So
doing
maybe
okay.
I'll do the bit tonight. Maybe it'll work.
Try it out.
Had a good time. You have a good time.
Had a great time.
Thanks for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. See us live. All that jazz. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.